Property Cruising with Anna and Karina. It's another episode of awesome fun. And later in the afternoon this time, I think we normally have them in the mornings, right?
Yeah, or early afternoon.
But I mean, this whole week has been pretty busy for me. It probably was for you too.
Yeah, that's
There's so much going on, but
that's totally why I was late. I was like almost home. I got a phone call from a client. They're like, I don't like this. I was like, perfect. And she's like, I don't like this. Perfect. She's like, I want this. Perfect. I like this. Great. She's like, I found this. Send it.
don't you just love it when people know like exactly what they want and they just tell you straight up, nothing, you know, behind it all?
I don't need the fluff. I'm not offended. I sent her a property to see what her response was, and she's like, I'm sorry, it's not exactly. Okay, so what about it doesn't work? And then that's where all that conversation came from. We are going to go see a portfolio today, which is
what part of town?
We are going to stay in Spring Valley. We haven't done Spring Valley yet.
I know, we haven't. We actually haven't.
So I figured we'll try something new. Not all great cap rates. There's nothing amazing about them, except where they're in a different area of town. So that's great. That's amazing.
On the west side of 15 too. Which
yes, that's the best part. It's on the west side.
You don't have to worry about the rush hour traffic that is about to show up here shortly, I guess. On the strip especially. Right. Oh my gosh.
And they already have signs up because there's something happening at Allegiant. And we don't have to deal with all the tourists coming in because this is tourist hour. So, yes. And we get to explore a new area and see what the properties have to offer. So, that's awesome too. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. This is kind of cool.
So, tell us about this property.
Okay, it's 3 properties. They've got 13, 16. Oh, what are you doing, dude? Okay. I'm going to turn you up. Okay, so it's got 13, 16. I think it's 13, 20. I'm watching to see how the numbers go. And 13, 24. Yeah, looks like they're fine.
Your destination is on the left.
So he's got that one, and that one. So, so it's all 3 properties. There's 5 units in each. There's a couple different unit sizes. So we're going to go around. And it's $2,250,000 for all 3. But here's the thing. If you didn't want to keep them all, you could sit there and sell one off.
Oh, I like the little patio area they have on top of the garages.
Yeah, that's
it's kind of bougie a little. I mean, if they cleaned it up a little bit, you know.
Right. But his properties aren't too badly maintained, you know what I mean? That's kind of cool. We got kids playing in the street.
All right.
Yeah, it's obviously comfortable. And it's great for people who work in the area because this is right off a Rainbow. Major, major hub. You know what I mean? Major hub.
Like there's like plazas and stores and stuff you can walk to.
Yeah, and this one is a 6.5 cap. So that's our portfolio property. That is actually in the regular multifamily space. So that's kind of cool. I liked that. That was cool. I love its location. That right there. But keep in mind, all these units probably have different owners. So as we saw, there's a couple that were not so well cared for, and then there were some that were even better cared for. Okay, where?
All right, Karina, moment. What are some challenges with purchasing these types of properties?
Okay, so when it's a commercial loan, you need more money down now. So unless your cap rate's really high and your debt service is really spot on, because the interest rates are going up, although they're not high, you still have to put more money down. I just talked to my commercial lender, and they told me that some institutions are requiring anywhere from 40 to 50% down right now, which is a lot. At one point, when interest rates were so low, we were only requiring 25 to 30. So that's a challenge. Now, if they were floors, that's a residential loan. So you have a little looser lending on that. So that's the challenge. All right.
Awesome.
4743. Let's find 4743 if they have it. in this neighborhood, they don't know us creeping around. Everyone has cars, so we're good. This is a nicer area though, and this is very close to the Asian community we have here.
Oh, it's green over there.
Yeah, isn't that nice?
Somebody's taking care of their yard.
But guess what? So Southern Nevada Water District just put that thing in. So that's not gonna last long. Here we go. Look at how pretty it's maintained. Someone's got a nice bike. Here it is. Here's the next one. This is the one that was $650. This is 4743 Sand Creek Avenue.
And how many units are in there?
4.
Okay.
So this is a
So
residential
on each
loan.
side, 2 on each side.
Yep, and they have taken care of this property better than the other one. At least that's just my personal opinion. That's not a matter of fact. And you know what? Who knows what an inspection will reveal? Personal opinion, people. Look, everyone has a gated in back porch. Look at all that parking though. They have street parking and backyard parking. That's nice. And big dumpsters. That's even better. Alright, we are going to go up this way because the other one's on 20. So this zip code, because I love zip codes, is the 89103, which is really funny because the 89102 is over by the stratosphere and goes down Sahara and stops. So it's kind of like they did the 101, which is up by Fremont, and then they did the 102, and then they jacked over and did the 103.
Interesting.
Yeah. Yeah. Sometimes I forget not to talk in zip codes with people, and they look at me, they're like, what? Huh?
When it comes to zip code, it just reminds me, like, oh, how did they even chart this out? You know, how did they even put this together?
I always wonder about that.
Or like when you see a road ends because there's something there, and then it starts again right after. You know,
we're gonna wait until all these cars go.
Or like I saw this, what was it? It was either a meme or a post that I saw. It's like, don't ask questions about how Vegas roads are like, because you have the Ford Apache that turns into Rampart that turns into Durango, North Durango. And you're like, what?
It does.
It's like, don't ask.
So the last one is going to be in the same position the other one was in, and it should be like right here. Yeah. So, and there's the last one, and that one was $699.995. We're going to just keep driving because we are on a major arterial. And I would hate for a cop to come by since we've seen so many delightful police, which is great. That means that this area is well monitored. And have them go, what are you doing? Nothing, officer. We're just property cruising. Say hi to the camera. I don't think they appreciate that like I would.
Yeah.
Hi, everyone. So, I'm helping my in-laws. Love them to death. They are the people we go have drinksies with. And they like to rent. They're not committed to Las Vegas. They're not willing to bite the bullet and buy. And I'm in commercial. And guess what? Commercial and residential don't kiss well. So I'm helping them because they didn't want my mother, which I don't blame them, to help them. So, but some of the things that we're running into is the fact that they have a small dog. People don't want that. And property management company people. You need to look at the property management companies. Now, when I say that, don't just look at the stars. Read the reviews. Read the recent reviews. And then think about it from a perspective of the owner and the tenant. And then weigh the review in your mind. So if it says, property management never fixed my stuff, I had a hard time getting them to come out for my AC, this and that, okay, now you gotta wonder, is there a home warranty involved? What else was going on? Or if you have someone who's upset because they had to pay their late fees and the eviction fees and their storage fees, that is in your contracts. If you don't understand that, please read your contracts so that you know what you're responsible for. But it's a pain to find a property in an area where they don't want to pay for it. And that's what we're doing right now. And guess what? Property management companies don't want to talk to me because I'm a commercial agent. I can't get into these properties unless they old school. And if they're old school, they do not necessarily have the best ratings. I'm just saying. But I like property management companies who will call me back. And a lot of them don't want to call me back. So if you have one or you find something on realtor.com, guess what, people? You can call them. and show it to you. See how they respond to you. See how they talk to you. Ask them how many applications are already in the queue, because they should tell you. And if they don't tell you, you may want to pass on it, because I was literally told by a property management company that some owners literally leave a property on the market as long as they possibly can so they can charge the $75 application fee. So, renter beware. They're not all awful. There are some amazing property managers out there, and there are some icky ones. It's like everything. We all hear more about the ickies than the goods. Okay? But please read your leases. And if you need help with it, you can call me and I can educate you on how to do it. But it's really hard for me to help you get into one. I hope everyone has a great day. Bye!